What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. As you guys can tell by the title, I bought another Nissan 350Z. This right here is a 2005 Nissan 350Z Grand Touring. Now this vehicle is actually in running and driving condition. It doesn't look the prettiest because the paint is kind of peeling off. Well, actually the clear coat is peeling off, but overall this vehicle is pretty solid. Now I purchased this vehicle for $2,900. I had to drive about an hour to go get it. I drove it back fine, so it runs and drives good. Mechanically it's in good shape. Now as you guys can see, this vehicle is not perfect. The clear coat is peeling on the whole top of the vehicle, so it does need to get resprayed, but overall, like, the body is pretty straight. There is an issue with this passenger rear wheel. I think it needs a wheel bearing, so I need to look further into that. It doesn't have AC, and I believe one of the doors, or both of the doors, I think they don't open from the exterior, so I have to look into replacing those door handles or fixing whatever the problem is with that. Now this vehicle was involved in a crash at one point, and they did total the vehicle out. Basically it has a salvage title. I spoke to the owner, and the only thing that happened to this vehicle is the core support kind of cracked a little bit. And let me show you guys here. So this core support cracked, and because of that they titled it as structurally, damaged. But that could be replaced, and then in reality that doesn't really affect anything. Everything's still holding up pretty well. It does have a K&N cold air intake, or hot air intake, I guess you should say. It does idle pretty good, but it does sometimes not start, because I think it needs a camshaft sensor on the passenger side, so I'm gonna have to look into replacing that as well. But other than that, guys, I drove this vehicle for an hour and it drove fine. So I shouldn't really need to put too much money into fixing this vehicle. I kind of want to sell it as well, just because that's kind of what I do with all these cars. As far as the interior goes, it's not too bad. It is a little dirty because they left the windows down and it rained. As you can see here, the seats are not terrible, but they are a little cracked. I need to sort out the AC issue. I need to replace the AC amplifier ribbon cable, so that the AC fans stop blowing. I also need to just give it overall a good cleaning, because it is filthy in here. There's a lot of dust that has been accumulating from having the vehicle just parked with the window down. It does have some 20-inch wheels. I forget the brand, but the tires are okay. This is a pretty stock vehicle. There's not really much performance parts besides the K&N intake, which I don't really consider a big performance mod. Overall, side profile looks pretty good. I wish the color was in great shape. It looks really nice, at least on this side view right here. Now if I really wanted to, I could try to get this hood wrapped either black along with the roof and maybe the trunk, but that would just be putting additional money into the vehicle, and I like to make the most money when I flip cars, and if it's something that is not going to bring me money in return, I don't like risking it. I could maybe do the roof and the hood, but it's a gamble, so I'm gonna probably debate on that. I'm gonna fix everything, like this door handle, the AC, replace that wheel bearing or tire or whatever it needs to get fixed properly. And yeah, I'm gonna probably post it up for sale. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little overview of my new to me 2005 Nissan 350Z. Make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel so that you guys can see how I end up fixing this vehicle. Right now it does look a little bit rough, but every time I fix a vehicle I always end up leaving them nicer than when I first got them, and I always make sure that they're running and driving good, so that the next person that owns this vehicle doesn't have any issues with them anytime soon. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out.